I started out as a rhythmic gymnast, and at 15, I was like, okay, my gymnastics career is kind of done. What do I do with all these skills that I've trained? And I found performing. So I started with a lot of flexibility performing, which then turned into contortion. Before I knew it, I started doing stilt walking and ribbon dancing. And then I started to learn aerial silks and aerial hoop. And then my real passion started developing into hand balancing. My name is Shelly Airey, and I am a professional circus acrobat. And I'm also a flexibility and handstand coach. So I perform mainly for corporate events. A company will be having a holiday party and they'll be like, oh, what would make this party really great? A contortionist set up in the middle of the bar. And then I do festivals, or I do parades, or birthday parties, or weddings, or basically anyone that wants an entertainer, they call me. So depending on what events I have coming up, my training will vary.
We're gonna shoot for the 45. 3, 2, 1.
I often will train with my personal trainer when we do weightlifting stuff at a local gym here. I try to train with him 5 days a week just to keep up my strength. And then I train flexibility probably 3 or 4 days a week. It's just super time consuming, so I'll probably work on that for at least an hour. And I often will tie that in with my hand balancing training, which I will vary between training my handstands on the floor and then training my handstands on my canes. I have a few performers that I perform with, and so often we'll get together and we'll do some rehearsals and we'll put some choreography together so that we're ready for our event. So it's gig day. That means waking up, packing for the event. So making sure that I have my costume and any equipment that I might need. Hey Erin, did you bring an extension cord? Then we go into the break room and I normally will stretch, put on my costume. It's not nearly as glamorous as people think. It's normally hanging out, sitting on the couch or on the floor, stretching, And then we go out and do our sets. Every show is different, so sometimes the event will be a big party and I'll come out and I'll do stilt walking for a little bit. And then go back into the break room, change, and do a contortion set, for 20 minutes or so. Come back and change, and then do an aerial silk set for 10 minutes. But as far as being confident or being consistent, I think it's just you run the same act or the same skills over and over and over and over again until it becomes muscle memory. When performing, I don't necessarily have to think so much about the skills that I'm doing. So that's actually kind of my opportunity to just go through the movements and then enjoy the interactions with the audience or the reactions from the audience. I define creativity as the opportunity to use my imagination to produce something that I personally enjoy or find interesting. Whether that be creating a new act, or creating a new skill, or creating a new costume, or a new look, or a new exercise for my students. I feel like every aspect of what I do is constantly requiring me to be creative, and that's both what makes it challenging and interesting. Yes, of course, I have an emotional relationship with my work, but it's complicated. My relationship status with my work is very complicated. I eat, sleep, and breathe my performance and my coaching. I truly love training and pushing my body to its limit and discovering where those limits are. I'm fortunate enough to wake up every day looking forward to what lies ahead.